Hiya, my name's Nick. Welcome to the Bear's Paws. What can I get you?
Hello, hello, can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know ASAP? Thank you. How are we? Are we alright? Who have we got? Who have we got? Obviously, Mandy's inks and pinning it all over the place, so to speak. Kirsty, how you doing? You okay? And I will push buttons and see if Patrick... Here you go. I woke him up by pressing buttons. How good is that? How are we all doing? So, oh, you can hear me and see me. Good. So, Mandy, are you DJing tonight? Are you? Are you DJing? Steve, how you doing, bud? How's things? Nice to see you. To see you, nice. How's everyone's day been? Are we all alright? Ours has been rather weathery today. Forgot to press play. No es bueno, man. No es bueno. Well, I'm going to put down that you're DJing anyway, so there you go. You're in the top corner. For now, anyway. Until we start getting other people maybe joining in and taking over on DJ duties. It's you. Fantastic. Greetings and salutations from the southern correspondent, the one and only Saf. How you doing, bud? Blue skies all day in Norfolk. The sun always shines on the righteous, as they say. Glad to hear it, mate. It's still raining here, but the sun is absolutely blaring through, so there's going to be an absolutely fantastic rainbow somewhere. Saf is blue. Saf has a spanner next to his name. He has. I needed another spanner, so Safadima and pliers. You're in, mate. Angie, how are you doing? You okay? Nice to see you. Right, who's gonna take the first shift behind the bar? Who's gonna be the first ones up? I am gonna do a rota at some point, but for the time being, Angie, brilliant. I have to find you on here now. There you go. We've got loads of staff. It's mad. A Black Russian for Mandy. Yes, that's a good idea. That one, Kirsty. You love that reference to your name. Good. I'm glad to hear it, mate. I'd be annoyed if it pissed you off. So, yes, a famous cocktail from Angie for Kirsty. Steve, now that you're there, mate, everybody who's on this channel seems to have something. They can chat to each other. They can take their time behind the bar. You know, they can be the security outside and all that. And Helen is involved, but she doesn't join in with the chat. And obviously, she occasionally says something to you and you put it on. But our Helen is part of this stream, so I've decided that she is going to be officially the Norfolk correspondent. There you go, out bird watching, telling us exactly what birds are out there. So Helen, if you're watching, you are now officially part of the stream. Even if you're not sending messages, you're still part of it. One big family. Ali, how you doing? How's things? Top shelf killer for Kirsty. Slanjivar Yakida. How's your ma and pa, your da? Helen, Steve's manager. She is the chief head of security. Graciously accepts. Brilliant. Welcome on board, Helen. Your wages are in the post. I remembered my thermos. Just so you know you're still part of this, even though you're not sending messages every couple of seconds, you are part of this stream. Man, I've had to have this window open because it is absolutely roasting. Absolutely roasting. But it is pissing down. I had it open earlier on. I put a little 10-second video, I think it was, on the RDA of how bad it was. The window was open and the water was coming in, not just sideways, but from down and then up. It's mad. Horrible. I was sat here at my desk getting wet. Not good. Pepsi on ice for Safademus and players. There you go. Get yourself on the outside of a Pepsi, you'll be sound. Yep, your Pepsi is coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's there. Glad to hear it. Yeah, man. Is Dennis Bird Camp safe? It is, Saf. It's in my front room. I've not left anything out apart from an old. Oh shit! I forgot about that. An old phone holder, which is one of those little grabby ones that you can stick around a pole, like a friction arm. I've left that outside, but it doesn't really matter. Which I put the phone in earlier on. The GoPro, unfortunately, lasted an hour or just under an hour, and then got so hot that the internals switched itself off, which is a well-known problem for GoPros. What they're used to doing is they're used to taking video. They're not used to taking video, encoding it, and then uploading it through streaming for that long, which is why I shit the bed yesterday. But it looked alright while it was working, didn't it? I thought. I've got loads of birds, man. Loads of them. All very loud as well. Even louder this morning. My wonderful daughter asked me to take her into town last night at, what time was it? Just after midnight. Hang on, let me pin that on. DJ Mandy in the house is doing Rodriguez Sugar Man. Yeah, my daughter got me to drop her off at just after midnight, and then I got the call at 5:10 this morning. Can you pick us up? Can we go to the Mackey's drive-through? And then can you drop me mates off and then me at home? So yes, I got back home after 6 this morning, which was fantastic. And again, it's probably why I managed to drag myself out of bed about 1 o'clock this afternoon. Finally. Man, I've had such a weird week. I thought with having the dental appointment on Wednesday and the doctor's on Friday, I would take the 3 days off and try and chill. And that didn't work. Dentist on Wednesday. Private dentist, which cost a bleeding fortune. And they said, there's space tomorrow if you want to come back in. We need to remove a wisdom tooth. So they done that. That cost a bleeding fortune. Then I went and got stabbed and got blood taken out of my arm on Friday. Then I've been driving round and having late nights and early starts, and it's just mad. Every little bit of stress that I thought I'd get rid of, I've doubled, which is not good. So, we'll get there. I only want a pint of Fanta, no ice. Please and thank you. Wonderful. Very polite. We appreciate that. Did I get you a chicken sandwich? I didn't. The 2 girls in the back of the car just got a breakfast each. Jess didn't. She was going home for a pork pie and a piece of toast. God, she takes after me so much, doesn't she, her and mum? I was thinking about getting a coffee at that time of the morning just to make sure I was alright. And just doing tricks. I had to read that down. I was reading it as turning tricks behind the bar, but no, doing tricks behind the bar. Currently juggling bottles of Jameson, Bushmills and Maker's Mark. Very nice. Yeah, don't peak too soon. Ice cold Fanta. No ice cubes. No iced tea. No vanilla ice baby. Weather there's gone dull but not cold. Ali, it is... The sun is so strong and it's pissing down with rain, proper stormy. Somewhere in that direction there's going to be the mother of all rainbows. And it's going to annoy a lot of people. Running back to the kitchen to make Mandy a chicken sandwich pronto. There you go, sorted, homemade. Does someone open the parking lot? Steve, open the parking lot. And keep an eye on who's coming in. Bit of footloose from Ali. Go ahead, girl. And you open the parking lot before you unlock the bar. Letting him in early. Yeah, no running in the kitchen. That's how accidents happen. Anybody in the UK that watched any public information films during the 70s will tell you no running with scissors, no running in the kitchen, no flying kites anywhere near power lines and things like that. Speaking of which, there was Inside Number 9. That was on Wednesday, and I only got to watch it last night, recorded it. And it was recorded on the Merseyrail network at Moorfield Station, which is the station I get off at. Well, I alight from the train all the time. It was weird, very weird. Even though it was on the Wirral line and I'm on the Northern line, you can recognise it within seconds. I've probably been on that train. Mad. I'll never be able to look at that train in the same way again. Right, you're just going to play the songs that are all in the Bears Paws jukebox. Play them, and I will pin whichever one you're playing as you mention it, if you mention it. Gate is open. Good stuff. Didn't actually run, it was more of a trot. Built for comfort, not for speed. Just how we like it. No running. Are the songs that's on the Bears Paws jukebox, are they collectively on Spotify? They're not at the moment, but given given an afternoon, I will put them all into one playlist on Spotify on my The Reason the Rhyme podcast. And then, well, actually, no, not the podcast. I'll just put them on there and I'll give access to it so anyone can help themselves to it. Aye, no wrong with that. You're right, Stephen. Right. Found Hello to download. Going to watch that after Red Dwarf. That'll keep you going. I think there's quite a few episodes of both, though. Both of those. Oh, man. Throat's in bits. I don't know why. I haven't really said much today. I'll take a swally. No worries, Ali. I can do it. It's easy enough, isn't it? I can always share the playlist then. It's on YouTube. All I need to do is go through. Just won't take that long. Although there's 75 songs on there now. It's a proper playlist, that, isn't it? But we can do that. We can do that. Football update, there you go. Come on, Steph, what's the update? What have we got? Everton could decide the champions. We could. I doubt it, but we could. You never know. As could Spurs. Spurs could beat City and hand Arsenal the title, at which point they'll be absolutely devastated and delighted at the same time because they'll end up in Champions League, won't they, Spurs, if they do that? Cape Town City FC has drawn again. We're on the bright side. Cape Town Spurs have been relegated with 3 games to go. There you go. Part of me, just a part of me, wanted Forest to get a draw yesterday so that Luton were relegated, and for Man United to beat Arsenal today, so City were champions, so that they went into the final game of the season, the final weekend, with absolutely everything already sorted, title and relegation. So that Sky's big day could be ruined because they're absolutely horrible. What happened in the game today? Which one? There's been a few today. The Norwich versus Leeds, 0-0. West Brom versus Southampton, 0-0. Arsenal beat United, didn't they? I didn't see the score of that. On the other side, on the plus side, FC Twente won 7-2 today. The actual 7-2. A whim away. Let's have a look at the scores. Yeah, it was 1-0 to Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. There you go. Hibernian 0. Aberdeen 4. Surprise. Any other good scores? No. All absolute rubbish. Right, Ajax won, so Esther will be happy. FC Twente beat Volendam 7-2, which is incredible. I'm buzzing with that. And Feyenoord won 3-2 at NEC. So Hadwig will be happy as well with that. That's not too bad. East 5-5, 4 far so far 4. Mandy's preparing for llamas. Yes, be prepared. It's not bananas in pyjamas anymore that are coming down the stairs. It's midgets on llamas. Yes, they still read the scores out like that on radio. The full classified check always has to be done. All together now. A whim away. Did any of you watch the Eurovision madness? Did anybody? I didn't. And there's a reason why I didn't. If you'd like to know that reason, I will tell you now. People have asked me in the past, you're watching Eurovision? And I tell them, no. Why not? It's a laugh. So no, I'm into music. I'm serious about my music. And I like good music. No, it's a laugh. Alright. Do you like food? And they always go, yeah. Do you like good food? Oh, yeah. Have you tried Crazy Bob's House of Shit Burgers? What's that? Well, Crazy Bob, he makes burgers out of human shit. Yeah, I'm not having that. Oh, come on, it's a laugh. No, I like good food. Yeah, and I like good music. Now, fuck right off with your Eurovision bollocks. I'll stick with decent music, thank you. What about the alpacas? The alpacas are there as well. There's an alpaca farm just over there. I know you can't see it, but it's just over there, and there's quite a lot of them. Mandy, you resisted the temptation of Eurovision. Not overly difficult, I would have thought. We'll show my fair go. We'll show nothing safe out. Knitted gimp masks at one point in Eurovision. Saf wants an alcohol-free beer. I forgot my alcohol-free beer tonight. Oof. Louise, it was East 5-4, 4-5-5. It all depends on... they have played each other and come up with those scores in the past. Genuinely, it's mad. There you go. How's things, Louise? You okay? Ali's mouth is very clean. She only uses dirty words when it's the right time, which for the Irish is all the time because nobody swears better than the Irish. It's poetic. lyrical even. The reason you don't like Eurovision, they give you ABBA, enough said, well and truly. ABBA are a cult. I'm sure they're a cult. I have to be very careful saying that. It's bizarre. They use the same thing over and over again. I hate bands who use the same trick constantly, and with them it's the piano. Ding, 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 which is to make it sound like a pseudo-classical thing. Pissed right off. One non-alcoholic B coming up for Saf. Would you like it in a frosted mug? Bloody hell, you're giving options here, Angie. Proper options, Angie. Down your throat, please. Oh, hang on. Down the throat. Ooh, that's even better now because it looks like he's poking from behind the now serving. That's purely accidental, that, by the way. I like that. Hang on. Pin. John Bon Jovi, Queen of New Orleans, or Queen of New Orleans. Never liked ABBA. Loads of people do, and it is like a proper cult. If you say you don't like them, they suddenly turn on you. All those disco queens. And these are women I'm talking about, not anyone else, just proper disco queens. I love dancing around my handbag, and you don't like ABBA. There's something wrong with you, lad. Nah, you're all right. You're all right, girl. As a great man once said, the bigger the hole, the more you can suck. True story, yep. Louisa shattered. Bed changed, all the washing washed. Last of the kitchen upstairs, bath done, stormy weather, never again. How are you getting on? Is it all getting there now, bit by bit? That's a hell of a week. That's a hell of a 2 weeks worth of work you've done there. Never mind a weekend or a day. Kirsty, I thought you might like that. Ali, you don't know the song now. Maybe this is one of the things that's good about having a shared playlist. One of the reasons why I did the Reason the Rhyme podcast was to share the kind of music I'm into, but also to help maybe get other people into bands that they might not have heard before sometimes. And it has worked. With quite a few followers on there who send me messages saying, I've never heard that song, thank you. You've got me into a new band. You keep forgetting to press play, you're getting sacked. You're not, man, how can you get sacked? How can you get sacked? Look. You're in the corner of the bloody pub. Starts the model, Louise, good luck, good luck. Rather you than me. I'd give you a hand, I've only got one working hand, so. Oh, Ali, chips, shredded chicken, a few wings and Chinese spices. Now that's a proper pub or post pub meal, innit? Please and thank you as always. Yeah. How long is it predicted to take, Louise? How long were you thinking? So if you need to get into bands like the Verve and Pulp, it was just Oasis and Blair. I was going to do, funnily enough, some videos, which I still might do on a separate channel. So if it gets smashed by copyright, I'm not asked. About the idea behind it is everybody knew Oasis or Blair, or I thought they did until I seen Embrace the Suck, and they only knew Wonderwall really. So well, we thought Oasis were world famous and they weren't. So they were world famous in England. But there was other bands around at the time and better bands than Oasis. So what happened to them? What's happened to the online chat? Don't know. It's good shout that. Let me go back and have a look. So I'm going to try and do that, I think. Try and make sure I do some sort of, not reactions, but this is the songs that I really loved growing up. Have a look at them and see what you think, kind of thing. Right, I'm going to try and put this back in if it'll work. We are pushing buttons live here. This could go spectacularly wrong. I hope you know that. If it does, I'm blaming Botrix. Come on, work. There might be a problem somewhere along the line because Streamlabs isn't working either, which is all a bit mad. See, that's working now. Move over there, you shitbag. I am pushing buttons as we speak. This could go spectacularly wrong. Or it could go fantastic. Place your bets, place your bets. A month, jeez Louise. I've actually got to use that professionally, marvellous. I'm not a fucking professional, what am I going on about? Just shoot me now. And you want to apologise to all in the RDA. You have on several occasions fallen asleep with your thumb on the screen. Keep changing the theme. It happens. Blur and Oasis were massive in South Africa, Pulp and the Verve to a lesser extent. The Verve, of course, fronted by Richard Ashcroft. I don't know, we may be related. I don't know. Possibly. There's some great bands around though. So keep an eye out. I think I might do some on a separate channel, I'll let you know, and then see if you know any of the songs, any of the bands. You might get into some new ones, you never know. But there's much better bands around than Oasis, Blur, Pulp and the Verve. Much better. And you love Oasis. Me and my daughter went to see Noel Gallagher. When was that? Was that last year? December? Something like that. It was good. We had a great night out. Daddy-daughter day. And then all of a sudden she turned 18 and now I'm just a glorified bleeding chauffeur. It was going to be a microwave, but you moved it today and it stopped working. Bleeding typical. Typical? What the fuck else? Typical. It's not on your tablet. Man, it's not on my screen either. Something ain't right, man. Oh, by the way, all. The thumbnail for this particular stream is the George Hotel in Southport. I lived there for 12 years, working in the pub. That's why it's back to the old house. It's about to fall down as well because they tried to half demolish it. Knobheads. If it disappears, does it mean you're sacked? No, you're not sacked, Mandy, not a chance. No chat on anyone's TV. It is not working. And Streamlabs isn't working. Something's a bit odd. I think possibly the coronal mass ejection, which caused the northern light, the storms that we've had, has caused a little bit of trouble because loads of stuff has gone wrong the last 2 days, including the house alarm going off at stupid o'clock. Not this morning, yesterday morning. See, now I can't even do this. Jeff is hiding. It's Jeff and causing chaos. He could well be. It's going a bit laggy. And yet the stream health is absolutely fantastic. So, I don't know. Very strange. Embrace, all you good people. That's from the same time as Oasis and Blur. An absolute anthem. An indie anthem. Why the friggin' hell isn't this working? Come on. It's not difficult. It's not difficult, man. Botrix did correctly join the channel, so we know it's here. Don't know why that hasn't started. What else can I do? What else can I do? I can get different chat on the screen. So if you swear you didn't chew the wires, you didn't chew the wires chew you. That's a different thing altogether, isn't it? Don't worry about it, just make your pick bigger. I can't, it's set. To do that, I have to start messing and going into different sources. And if I went into different sources, there'd be loads of weird things happening. Speaking of which, where are we? Right, Angie's finished her stint. Who wants to go next? Who's next behind the bar? Who fancies it? Who's going to do a shift? Ali, I did do your Guinea Nation flag. I still haven't laminated it and stuck it up though. I have had so many things to do this week, and I've got to do that on that day, that on that day, and that on that day, and I haven't done any of it whatsoever because I'm a useless bastard. It will go up though, Ali, as will. Mandy was in the chat, weren't you? Was it Alaska that fella was from the other day? Fairbanks, Alaska, he said, didn't he? Saf is now behind the bar. Get on him, La. Yep, Fairbanks, Alaska. So Alaska's got to go up on the United Wardrobe of America. And then the Guinea is going behind me. Ali, it will get done. As Jed is my witless. It's pitch black outside. Lightning's fair spectacular. It's still absolute daylight here. With a sunset over there in that direction. To be fair, that is looking west. So it's obviously going to be darker going that way. Yeah, can you keep that weather there? Don't want to head now to West Ireland. Tartar, mayo, tomato. You can't just mention sauces. Right, I was going to do something then, I can't remember what it was. Chucky in his area. Yeah, I have done it. I think it's over there. It's printed out. It isn't laminated, and it's not stuck up on the wall, along with loads of other stuff that I haven't done yet, unfortunately. Orders up. This is a pub, not a library. Tell him straight, Saf. Tell him straight. Extra large beer for Steve. It's a warm day. He needs one. He needs one. Why isn't this working? Why? Why? Delilah. I can't even refresh that. This is absolute bullshit. No. Very strange. No, I can't work it out. I cannot work it out. If Streamlabs was working, I'd just throw the Streamlabs chat on the screen, but bugger all's working. Unless 500 by 720. Oh, bollocks. I'll try and add another one and see if it works. $500 by 720. We're pressing buttons live here. This could go spectacularly wrong. If it does, I'm blaming Jeff. No, even that's not working, so there's something happening, I think, internet-wise. Streamlabs isn't working, Botrix isn't working. Something is definitely a little bit odd. but I'm logged in. Why the bleeding hell isn't this working? To hell with the consequences. Oh, could I? Could I? Could I? I'm gonna copy something now. Let's watch this go spectacularly wrong as well. I know this is fantastically interesting to watch, isn't it? Watching fucking paint dry. No, that's bollocks, isn't it? Unfortunately. No, that's getting a hard delete. Yes, disappear. Botrix, you fucking waster. Mandy, you should have done a rotate, you should have done. Definitely. I've had loads of time and absolutely no time at the same time. I mentioned time too many times there, didn't I? I get extra crispy chips. Very nice, very nice. A shift means something different in Ireland. As does a ride. You're liking the cupboard, are you, Mandy? I think it works quite well. I like it. Do you know what we might do as well? We might try something in a sec. Starting to be like work it is. I'm going to stop that now. Balls to it. You read it as if she was a Cape Tonian. Is that what it's called? Cape Tonians? Blaming me tools. It isn't. There's something wrong. Botrix and Streamlabs are both not working. So, you know, something's wrong. Timber and Coke for Armandi. Yeah. White Russian with a cherry. That's a hell of a shout, that one, for Kirsty. Stick of vodka in it as well. Is right. Jamison for Louise. Louise gets an Irish coffee and Werther's Originals. Nice. Diet Coke on ice for Angie. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Strange, it is. It's a different day, isn't it, in the UK? I think it's March. Mother's Day in March, Father's Day in May. All weird, but yeah. Happy Mama's Day to all the mamas out there. Hang on, pin. Rabbit Charlie. Double Coke on ice. And your phone number for Angie. Oof, I say. Shooting your shot, Saf. Right, we're going to go for a little bit of a wander, I think. Do you fancy coming with me? There we go. There's the games room. There's a pool table. In fact, there's one over the back as well. I think that's got vomit stains on it. That's why it's been pushed out the way. It's got to be cleaned. I think there's a pinball machine in there somewhere. And if you have karaoke nights... Oh no, what's that? Bloody toilet. What do you think of the toilets, Ali? You were cleaning them the other day. Those, by the way, for people who don't know, are real. Those are the toilets in the Philharmonic pub in Liverpool. They are grade 1 listed. If you go into there, male or female, into the pub, you can ask the staff to take you in there to look at them. By law, they have to take you in to show you this listed, well, not listed building, but listed toilets. You don't get many toilets like that, do you? Slightly different. For some bloody strange reason, the other room's disappeared. I don't get it. I don't know why. But I think that's a nice looking room, that one. I thought so anyway. Right, so shift is what younger generations say to each other, like, will you shift my friend? Now it's called meet, not shift, it's just kissing, right? Slightly different. So I've a double and a phone. Brucey bonus. Angie's running the tables is right. Yep. Happy MD to all the mamas across the pond. Dogging table. I like your thinking, Steve. I like your thinking, mate. Angie loves kissing. There's the next merch there. Get yourself one of them sorted out, Angie. The Angie loves kissing merch. Dartboard. I think there is a dartboard in there. At least that's what I told AI. I don't want to blame me tools, but you know. How much per game? We can block the pockets up because it's our pub. Free of charge. You have to do an etching for the pool room. Stuff like that can be added, of course, can't it? It can be added. I'm a bit disappointed there, though, because there should be another room. I made another room. Why the bleeding hell is that not another room? See if I can find this other bleeding room. Did I put it in that OBS, did I? No. Oh, no wonder. I haven't moved it. You absolute dickhead. Yes, there it is. I wonder, can I do this live? Where is it? What's its name? What's its bloody name? I've just moved something here now and it's disappeared. How can this be happening? Bizarre. If I find it, I find it. If I don't, I don't. It's no big deal, is it? Just lost a complete room off the pub, like, but you know. So strange. Just copy, you absolute knob. Right. I'm going to try this again. As Jed is my witness, I will make this work. No, I won't. No, I won't. Hoo-yah! Like I said, it's all in different things, so bollocks to it. But isn't that marvellous? Have we got a staff shirt yet? I did make a mock-up. I've got a proper logo for it and everything. I'll see if I can find it, actually. If I can find it, I'll find it. I thought it looked fantastic. Might be a bit too small on this, though. Yeah, probably a bit too small. But how's that? The Bears Paws staff. I'm going to try and get it slightly bigger. Throw some merch out there. People need to start repping the stream, don't they? Getting on a t-shirt, Angie, good, yep. Karaoke stage, Ali, that was what I was trying to show you. But for some bizarre reason, it seems to have disappeared off the Ujima flip. And even though I checked it the other day, absolute knobheadery. A Jinxie Jungle Juice cocktail for our Jinxie. No worries, Customers are complaining that the hot tub is too cold. Warm it up. That's what I say. Yes, you can try your hand at stand-up comedy, Angie. Get in there. Have them in the palm of your hand. Not like that, no, just give it a bash. No, not like that. Yeah, have a go. How's the class going? Yeah, good question. How is the class? Couldn't keep Jackie out. No one can keep Jackie out, Steve. No one can keep her out. Fingers crossed for Wednesday. Going to the loo to smoke a fatty? I see. Yeah, watch out for the smoke alarm. Oh, hang on, have I missed? I have, haven't I? This is getting really, really slow. I reckon there's system problems. Not my system, I mean with their systems, obviously. Who has all the claggy flaps this weekend? I reckon there'll be loads of them going round. Man, yep, send it. I just have to change those batteries upstairs. Feel weird about getting up a ladder at the top of 17 stairs. I am not surprised. Pin the tune. The chat is going slow. It's not even on the bloody screen, and it's still going slow. You want that t-shirt of many colours. Younger sister bought a hot tub. She's had it up from Friday. She's loving it. Yes. Hot tubs, of course, are known as sex ponds, aren't they? Colloquially. The smoke alarm kept going off in your kitchen when you cooked. You threw it in the freezer. It's still in there. Well, that's cool. Oh, I'm going to have to give myself a... I have to go do a dad joke for that. Why is Mandy in black at the top? She's DJing. That's the DJ symbol. Again, if I'd have had more about me and more time, I might have been able to do something in that corner which shows you what the song is. She's been in it with your mother. Oh, sorry. But that's what they're known as. It's in time off for being rude. Yep, surprised me at all. No pun intended. I love James Acaster when he does the thing about no pun intended. You have to say that at the end, not at the start, otherwise people know full well you've completely intended that pun. Brilliant. Such a funny lad. Is anyone listening to the music? Last time, Mandy and Saf were, so, yep, Saf is as well this time. The Dukey, man, we've got the Dukey going. DJ Mandy in the house. I've got my thermos, so my tea's still hot. Oh my word, that sky looks absolutely incredible. If anyone's out there in North Merseyside, take a picture of the sky heading westwards, please. One begs of you. How very dare the smoke alarm say you're burning food. Maybe I'll eat it because it thinks you're hot stuff. It might be Jeff. Jeff might be keen on you. Are smoke alarms mandatory in the UK? They are not. They are suggested. They have to be in places of business, obviously, but for the house, the fireman will come out and install and tell you how to use and change batteries and that in smoke alarms. They should be used by everyone, to be honest. I had a friend who used to be a fireman, and it sent his head west. He had one of those things that they all dread, where he saved people from a raging inferno in a house, and they said there was a baby in one of the rooms, and he ran in to get it. And by the time he got out, the house had gone, and he was holding a very realistic doll. So the baby had unfortunately been lost in that room, and it absolutely ruined his head. He could not deal with it. The idea that he could have saved a little baby, but it never happened, just absolutely destroyed him. He was never the same again. Couldn't go back out on normal duties. Worked in the offices, I think, in the admin for a while, but just got medically retired. I'm not surprised, like, horrible. Yeah, in new houses they're wired in, hardwired in. Is that like a regulation, that, Steve? Is it? If you're making new houses, they have to be put in there by law. Fire brigade only go out to elderly or disabled in Northern Ireland. That's because they're too busy putting out fucking petrol bonfires, aren't they? And glorious 12th bonfires and things. There's lots of burning stuff in Northern Ireland, as you all know. But they're the ones who need it, don't they, really, the most. Help the needy, and if you've got a little bit of extra time, start working your way through the rest of the population. Oh, hang on. Consider yourself pinned. Oh, ping, loads of messages. Jackie, a policeman ought to give mouth-to-mouth to a battered baby who later died. You went slightly nuts. I'm not surprised. It's just, all the training in the world cannot prepare you for stuff like that. And, I don't know, depending on what kind of person you are, it can either turn you into something completely hard and just uncaring, unemotional about everything, or you go the other way and it completely ruins you. Horrible. Mother's boyfriend only got 8 years for that. Why? Why would you do that? Babies, man, they can't defend themselves. They rely on us for everything. They should be nourished and, cherished and nurtured and nourished as well. Poor little thing, that's horrible. New houses for about 10 years now have to have smoke alarm and carbon monoxide if there's gas heating. That makes perfect sense. The carbon monoxide that's a pretty bad thing, isn't it? Or it's something we know about and not many people actually have, and it seemed to be a very dangerous thing that was going on. Loads of people seem to be dying of it when it could have been very easily stopped by having a meter in the house. Because when you had your house rewired, they put in 2 smoke detectors and they were hardwired, right? It should be. Makes more sense. If you're building new houses, you don't want to be going there every 5 minutes when it could be stopped. Oh man, it's been a while since you've been pinned. Good who misses there. Yeah, watch out for Northern Ireland the next couple of months. Mad season, well and truly. I've got enough mates there who tell me all about it. And you couldn't be a police officer. The criminals, especially the ones who hurt children, wouldn't make it back to the squad car in your custody. I think that happens quite a lot anyway, doesn't it? Yeah, you've got to be a special kind of person to do that kind of job. Now in winter, kerosene heaters setting houses alight is a real thing in South Africa. It's mad, isn't it? You've got to be really careful with stuff like that. Yep, Ali, exactly. If you don't like the baby, if you don't like kids, either don't have them, or if you've had one, give it to someone who actually wants one and will look after it. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. You've got to have them in Northern Ireland. Landlords, housing executive all have to do it. Carden as well. Yeah. Yeah, imagine how you feel when you've got to go to work to defend them. That's another one, Saf. It's a job, isn't it? You have to do your job, and it's just that. And then once you walk away from it, I don't know how you deal with that. Whether you become sort of, I don't know, inured to it, where it doesn't affect you anymore, or just learn to deal with it, compartmentalise and things like that. Bloody tough work, mate. Don't know how you do it. What time is it here? Birds are still going sick out there, like. Birds are going sick, mate. Yeah, everyone's entitled to a fair trial, but someone's got to do it. But even so, when you do your work to prosecute them, you do your best work, as you should. Do you go get drunk or get angry? I think is that for Saf, is it? Not me, I don't get drunk anymore. You'd have to find some way of dealing with it. I suppose that's why, if you look back at the 70s and things, every cop show, they used to have a filing cabinet with a bottle of whiskey in there, didn't they? Because that's how they dealt with it. Or scotch, not whiskey. It's always a bottle of scotch, isn't it? Oh, Angie, the next one's for you. Is this the next song coming up, is it? What have we got coming up? Brenda, put your bra on. Various people. So if you don't drink, you go running to clear your head. You'd have to do something. Work it out your system best way you can. With some people it is alcohol, but even then, it goes and you wake up the following day. Has it gone completely, or do you end up going back to drinking again? It's not good. Police officers used to be known for the 3Ds: drink, debt and dames, right? Again, it's the kind of job where it must rarely get to you, but it takes a special kind of person, I think. I couldn't do it. Although I once got told I looked like a fireman. When I was working in the pub, I used to wear black Doc Martens and my black work pants, and then being tall, and I wasn't stocky, but I was wide-shouldered and what have you. The way I walked, the fellow went, "You'd walk like a fireman." That was great. We had an afternoon where, "Yeah, you look like a fireman," this fella said. "You look like one of my mates that I remember when I used to work in the fire in a fire brigade, and his mate who was next to him, was known him for 30 years, went, 'What? You were never in the fire brigade?' 'Yeah, I was.' 'What as?' 'She's a fucking mechanic or come up with something.' I've told you loads of times.' 'No, you never told me.' 'I was a fucking jockey, alright. A jockey in a fire brigade.' 'What?' Mad. Do something for the stress, man. Yeah. But it's absolutely true, Angie. There's loads of people who are accused and not guilty, and they do need defenders. Absolutely. And considering the amount, I mean, we're now 2024, we've got DNA testing down to an absolute fine art, and familial DNA and things like that, where it doesn't even have to be the person who did it. You can go and check someone and find it's a family link and all kinds of stuff, and they are still putting the wrong people behind bars in places where you're lucky to go behind bars, rather than in one of those chairs that makes a funny noise when you're in it. So if your mate's stepdad was a top detective, he was either on duty or hungover. The work drove him nuts. So you just, no in between. It's either that or that. I can get that completely. And you love that song, as does our Mandy. Oh, Steve, repping, was that the 90s? Or was it the early 2000s? Rewind, when the crowd goes, "Bo, selector." That's got to be 2000s, hasn't it? If it's Craig David. He was doing the vocals, wasn't he? I think. Exercise is so much better for you than drinking. Absolutely. And I can't do either at the moment. Ali wants a cup of tea with chocolate biscuits. Oh, 9 o'clock. It's 9. Who's up next? Who's working next? Saf's done his shift. Put a proper shift in there. Who's working next? Hands up. Yeah, if it's not on the Bears Pause jukebox, you can't play it. It's got to be on there. Yeah, it means play that one again. Go on, throw it back on again. Jinxie, you are up, you are up. Oh, Ali's next. Okay, you can go after this. Have I missed something, have I? Seems like the chat's being ridiculous. It was Brendan and why she losing a bra. Yeah. And you love ginger snaps. I do as well. I like anything that tastes gingery. I haven't had anything gingery in ages though. Although I've got lemon and ginger infusion, which I should drink more than Ale Grey really, shouldn't I? Lightning gives me the whoosh, says Jeff. What? I'm going to go slow. Ali volunteer before SAF. I have missed out. There's something definitely afoot, isn't there, in the Circle K. Ali volunteer before SAF. Right, I do apologise. Well, Ali, you okay going after Jackie? Am I glitching? Yes, I think. Oh, it might be me. It might be. Yes, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. There's something going on with tech tonight. Not my tech. I think there's a problem with the internet. What do we do, man? Lots of buffering. Yep. Brenda's bar is the reason you left the RDA. Right, I'm going to run a test. A speed test. Now it's healthy. Now it's saying it's healthy. Bit of Rio by Duran Duran. Good stuff. Just check the weather map radar for Burnley. Seems to be moving east, thank goodness. Yes, Christ for that. Speaking of Burnley, as Steve mentioned today, the Burnley wall is retiring, isn't he? The wonderful, wonderful Jimmy Anderson. All-time absolute legend of Burnley. Top fella. It's a solar storm going on. It is. That's affected so much stuff the last couple of days. And on top of that, we've also got a proper lightning storm here today, which has been pretty heavy, to be honest with you. Not good. Her name's Ria when she dances on the sand. Go ahead, Ali. Shake it, girl. Steve blaming Mandy. Casper, wanted to say hi. How are we doing, mate? You okay? Oh, Jimmy. Absolute genius. Yeah, that's right. You left the RDA in a sulk because you upset Russians. It was I forgot about that. It was the Russians. Bloody Russians coming over here and... Well, they haven't come over here, have they? But, you know. It missed you today. You're supposed to get it tomorrow. If it was anything like we had, today was proper heavy. Proper heavy. I did a hyperlapse of the sky, hoping to get like loads of lightning, but I must have done it too quickly, so I got loads of clouds moving over and rain, but very little of the actual lightning, but it was horrible. All the Sky TVs went off, which is also internet based, isn't it? Still not even remotely dark out there yet. Mad, innit? Man, you forgot to press play. Easily done, easily done. I want to know though why nothing's working. Streamlabs, come on, man. Do me a solid. Fucking F5, man. Do something. Do something. No. Let's have none of it. This is what you're up against when you're doing streams. I added extra rooms. Only one of them, or two of them, 2 out of 3 showed up. I have to fix that. I have to fix that. The connection's good. All my other buttons look normal. So if you want a fancy coffee, what kind of fancy coffee do you want? Jackie, you want some Food Fighters? Isn't that the club you go to on a Wednesday? First rule about Food Fighters, don't mention Food Fighters. Dan's probably got dibs on Streamlabs chat. There should be enough for all of us. It's not working. It was the other day. Now it ain't. I'm not even sure I have to be on this computer to do it. I wonder now. I wouldn't be able to do it on my phone, would I? But Botrix should be there. And it's not. I'm very, very disappointed. So strange. I haven't forgotten anything, have I? No. It's all there, man. It's all there. I might have to go a little bit mad with them. Why you no bloody work? And we're too deep into Botrix for me to change to one of the other ones, unfortunately. Steve, quick, there's 2 lads going to wreck the game room over a pool game. Get in there quick. Fly in there. Drag them out by the bollocks. What sort of drinking vessel would you like, Saf? Ooh. When they added the karaoke version of that, you're singing along. So there's a band called Mac Sabbath. They do Black Sabbath parodies using the food as topics. Fat Club, yeah. First rule of Fat Club. Don't talk about Fat Club. You meant the Foo Fighters. Which song? And Mandy will add it now. Saf, we are all living in the Botrix. We've been in here for ages. That's why there's so many points. So many levels and so many points. People have been watching this stream for days and days and days. And we're getting closer, by the way. We are getting closer. At the moment, 2,426 hours. With a couple of big days to go. To be added on shortly. That was as of the 7th of May. 7th of May. And we have tomorrow another 40 hours going on. Plus whatever comes off. But going to get there fairly soon, I think. To join the partner program. Learn to Fly. Good tune, man. Ali, you know nothing. You're from Barcelona. Or Everlong, yep. Adding both. That's the kind of place we are. If you can't make your mind up, lash them both on. So if you want the expensive ones, get stuck in there, mate. Steve, you're sulking after what Mandy said to you outside watching the doggers to perk you up, so to speak. Mañana, getting added mañana. A star, a monster, a little monster. You'll start pushing buttons. Yes, Mandy, if you start pushing buttons, all hell will break loose. Do you know what? Sorry, should we try now? Hi, I'm Jeff. I've come about the bar job you advertised in the paper. He looks smart there, doesn't he? Why does he need a job? Experience, I've worked in the Nag's Head in Peckham for 28 years. Whoa, hang on. What? And I was chief mixologist in Woolpack in Yorkshire before I became a full-time hired assassin. Is he getting all his bar stuff from TV? Because that just makes no sense whatsoever. Hoo-yah! Get out more, you lunatic. He's not getting a job. He's not working here. Not arse, mate. He's not working here. Are the llamas out there yet? Steve, can you see any llamas being ridden by people of a diminished stature? You got Ali and Jackie going to sort out the two gobshites in the game room. Do not mess with Irish women. I think that's a pretty obvious thing now. There's a guy here from the SPCA asking about the licence for the llamas and alpacas running around. Tell him to go next door, the next field. They came in from there like a wrecking ball. Nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us. They just seem to like the place and have stayed. We never bought them. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the alpacas started turning up. A cortado coffee for Saf in a Denby cup. Jackie, they're just words, mate. They are words. What the friggin' hell's a Denby cup? Sounds like a really poor race meeting, that one. Won the Denby cup. There's something I can do and I can't do it. Balls to it. I am going to have to... Do you know what I am going to have to build in, aren't I? Latency, they call it. So if something goes wrong with Botrix, there's an option that can open up another chat on the screen. I'm going to have to do that. And also, fix the damn rooms. That's going on my list. Fix the rooms. I've written it down in pen in very angry writing. No bother to the the Irish tag team wrestling champions. Mucho apreciado, stuff, yeah, as they say in Japan. Be right back. No worries, Angie. No worries at all. Is Miley Cyrus out there now? Where? Out with the alpacas. Oh, yeah, she did. She come in, yeah. They came in like a... Or you telling us that you've got corona? Have you tested positive for the Miley Cyrus? Can't come into work, I've got the Miley. Yeah, Sav, do not drop the cup or Steve will come and strong arm you out the place. Denby Pottery. Oh, right. Denby Pottery. Yeah. Consider I'm someone who drinks Earl Grey from massive mugs. You know, I'm not really a Denby Pottery kind of guy, but yeah. Now that you've said it, is it a bit Lovejoy-ish? Lovejoy-y? Sounds like the stuff that your mum has in a cabinet that will never get used. Sounds a bit like we've got Waterford Crystal. Must be thousands upon thousands of pounds of the stuff. And it's just, it was in tea chests, it's in boxes and all kinds of stuff. Mad. You hate auto-erect, Mandy, yeah, I know the feeling. Louise, you're away. You're at Lake and Heath tomorrow, Steve. See you if you are. Take care, Louise. Good luck with the house. Good luck, mate. Hopefully it'll... A month, man. Hopefully they speed up. Fingers crossed. Smokey featuring Mr. Royston Vasey. Who the fuck is Alice? I wonder, will this make it appear? Come on, Botrix, wake up. Come on. You know you want him. Go ahead, Ali Gale. Give it the bifters. Tombo, how you doing, mate? You've been away for a week and you come back to the Bears pause and you can't keep up. Mate, you can't keep up. I'm the one who's pressing buttons and I can't keep up. It's crazy. Where have you been to, mate? Whereabouts? Wasn't it lovely as well to get to this part of the season and not give a shit about anything? Glorious. Although I couldn't go yesterday because my knee exploded again. Took you ages to find that version. Jackie, you forgot what Botrix is. Of course, Botrix is a bot, a matrix bot that gathers all the chat together and puts it usually on the screen there. And you also get points and you level up. And then Sean Ryder appears on screen and sings to you. At some point it's going to be for giveaways. Once you reach a certain amount of points, you can swap it for something, but I think that's going to have to take monetization to get to that stage. Possibly. So if you got a message out, Tom Bowler, sort that out between you lads. Sort it right out. How mad was that storm earlier? I was sat in my car. I put the one of my old phones looking out the front. Put it on hyperlapse. I thought I'd just go in the house and sort out a charging cable. And by the time I got back to the front door, I couldn't walk out the door because there was lightning everywhere and it was absolutely bouncing down. It was cray-cray. Yes, Thomas, order a drink off Jackie. She's currently serving behind the bar. Request any song you want. We have a jukebox called the Bears Pause Jukebox, which is on YouTube now. And what happens is we put it on shuffle. DJ Mandy in the house. There. Sorry, I just fingered Mandy. And she will spin the wheels of steel and we can have a bit of a boogie. If you want to play along at some point, Ali suggested it goes into a Spotify playlist as well, which you can do. And then you just scroll through, play it, and it'll be like one of those silent discos that they have in knobhead pubs. But ours is not a knobhead pub, ours is sound. Yep. What are you drinking? First drinks on the house. You've been in Italy collecting all sorts on the Merlin app. Flew back yesterday so I didn't go to the match. Lovely not to have to worry about them. Do you know what? It's even to the point where I'd have been pissed off not going yesterday. Because I've missed so many games this season. But I woke up, my knee was absolutely throbbing. It was in bits and I thought, no, I can't go. I can't make it all the way up those stairs and all the way down and what have you. I'll stay at home. And I stayed at home. I sat in the sunshine for a while outside. And I wasn't even bothered. I thought, sod it. Even though it will be the last time we ever play Sheffield Wednesday in the league at Goodison. Sorry, Sheffield United, not Sheffield Wednesday. Seth is a Sheffield Wednesday fan. Sheffield United, even though it's the last time we'll play them. Bollocks, I'll stay at home. Watch out for the llamas and take a dip in the hot tub. Yes, watch out for the llamas. They're all about, and alpacas as well, I think now. Yeah, I don't imagine she felt it that tiny, but tiny with a big finger, you know what I mean? Oh, hang on.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Jackie, level 13, fantastico. Didn't feel a thing. There you go. Taking one for the team as always. Yep, feel free to message. I'm sure we can get a way of doing that. If need be, I follow Thomas on Twitter and things like that, so I can put you in contact. Sheffield United with your first ever match in 93-94. Cotty, hat-trick and a 4-2 win. That is a hell of a season to come into watching Everton, that, mate. Bloody hell. It was a horrible season. Do you know what? I don't even know what my first Everton match was, but it was probably for Middlesbrough. It was in the Middlesbrough section, well, in the main stand. My dad scored against Everton for Middlesbrough, and it was the winning goal. And my granddad didn't speak to him for about 3 months afterwards. You dickhead, what are you doing? He says, it's my job. It's my job to get paid to do this. All the Reds in the pub were buying him ale. Yeah, mine would have been in the 1970s. That's how old I am. I must have been to thousands of games from when I was first a couple of months old, being taken to the players' lounge, all the way through to going to watch Everton every 5 minutes. Bit of rabbit by your very own Chaz and Dave. Ginger ale for Thomas, no problem. There's something fitting about the Irish serving ginger ale, isn't there? First game versus Sheffield United, third of the season, third win, we went top. Second game later that season was that Wimbledon game. I'm surprised you got in, mate. Bloody hell. Yeah, that's a strange season. It's a strange team as well. When you look back at some of the players that we had around that time, we should have been doing much better, but we weren't because we were bloody awful. Steve, yours was City against Liverpool, Norwich against Liverpool in 81, and you lost 1-0. See, I don't know any of this because I was going to so many games. I don't know my first Everton one. I can't remember the first Everton game my uncle took me to, which would have been 82, 83, 84. One of those, I think one in each of those seasons. Definitely one. I'm sure when we came home for Christmas every year from Netherlands, my uncle used to take me to all the games over Christmas because there was always loads. So I got to see loads of that, and then towards the end of the season as well. Fantastic. So I did get to see the best team ever. We got moved back in 1985, and I went to every home game for about 4 or 5 years afterwards. So I got to see the greatest Everton team in history, week in, week out. It was great. And as the saying goes, if I hadn't seen the sunshine, I wouldn't mind the rain. So I've seen all that, and it's been shit ever since. Yeah, I hope you had a great time in Italy. Does Sean Ryder button work? It did, Mandy, it did work. Italy does sound like a wonderful country to visit if you're not a football fan. Every time an English team goes over there and plays, they get people going past on little scooters, stabbing them and slashing them and things. Absolute shitbags. But if you go in there as a tourist and there's no football involved, it does look fantastic. My mate got married on the shores of Lake Como. We were all supposed to go over, but something happened where it got put back and I couldn't go, unfortunately. Would have been nice. No Kirsty or Hadvig. Kirsty was in earlier. No Hadvig, unfortunately. Back to work tomorrow, Thomas. Yes, I am myself. I had 3 days off last week, and then I've got to get back at it tomorrow. Can't bloody wait. Although, to be honest, I think it'll probably just get back into the swing of things and I'll be okay. Although Jess is working. She's got 3 days this week, and they're all different times going in and different times coming out, so I am going to have to make sure that I get all these times sorted. Otherwise, I am bollocksed. Yeah, depression will set in. I'll be like you were never away. That's lovely thought, that, Ali. Lovely thought. Yeah, you missed it earlier, unfortunately. Was it warm in that Italy there? Steve, you played Everton the first game of the season in 87, your only time you went to Goodison. But you've been, mate, you've been. Tick it off the list. You've been to the old lady. You won't get another opportunity now, unfortunately. Well, actually, you might, mightn't you? If you go through, win the playoffs, win the final, play at Goodison next season, there you go. Yeah, I said that earlier, didn't I? I don't know why my head's going west here. Absolute west. A good season to watch Everton, to be honest. 1987. We were a good team back then. Yeah, and it's the morning we're going back into work after being off an absolute bar, like. And you're stumbling out the loo. Rolls, smoke following you out. Loo rolls, what? What are you schmucking? You're schmucking a pancake. Smells kind of funny. Saf wants a bit. Oh, Thomas, man. Dion Warwick's Heartbreaker. Get that added, Mandy. Get that added to the jukebox. Fantastic. Other than it being a top tune, you've heard suggesting it was one of a few records they had a good listen in the 1980s. Yeah, and would have been played on a regular basis. Yep. Careful getting back to the stool. Indica, Animal Mints. There you go. Add it tomorrow. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you very much. It's I haven't looked for a few days, but it looks a very, very eclectic mix of music. That particular thing. It's mid-20s all week, just about right for you. That's just about right if you're going away anywhere. Unless you're going somewhere like proper coral sand beach, at which point you want it to be a bit warmer, but if you're going anywhere to see something, it needs to be mid-20s, otherwise it's too much. It's too much. I think it was early 20s here, wasn't it? 21 or something this morning. Lovely outside. I tried to get Dennis Birdcam working. It was working okay, but yesterday was a ball ache. It just started melting. Why do GoPros melt so easily? It's a 10, you know what I mean? It's not an old one, an old one, it's a 10. I've not sorted it out. Gertie, you're back, no worries. Ali, of course, you be commerce. The sun's fierce warm. You'd melt. That's what happens to all us gingerinos. Right, anyway.
But Kipper's Vindaloo can't be good for you.
There we go. Eurovision. What does the UK have to do to win? Ollie Alexander came 18th out of a possible 25 at this year's Eurovision. Stop picking absolute dog shit songs, says Kippers. Hoo-yah! I have to agree with him on that one. Have to agree with him. Cocktail for our Kirsty. Angie's being bad. Nothing wrong with that. Well, there is, but there isn't. You're in the lakes in the north, plenty of cooling breeze from the water and mountains, and Germans on mountain bikes trying to kill you. Very nice. Looks a fantastic place there. One of the greatest mountain climbers of all time comes from that area, doesn't he? Reinhold Messner. He's Italian and he speaks German and he's got a German accent and his name is Reinhold Messner. Because he's from that border place between Germany and Italy. In the Dolomites. Is it in the Dolomites? It's somewhere around there anyway. Very strange. Looks stunning. I want to go to his little place he's got. It's got a hotel, but he's got his own little museum on the side of it where he's got all his crampons from his quickest ever ascent up Everest and something like that. He's an absolute genius of a man. House special or any particular one that you want, Kirsty? Kippers is the man. Added, yeah, you did. It was added. It's been added. I can see that, man. It was added. Good added. House special, yeah. No peach or coffee flavour booze. Very George Michael bathroom story. Yep. Eurovision is very divisive. It shouldn't be. The whole point of Eurovision is it's the opposite. It's to bring everyone together, and it's just so full of politics that it's pointless. Stop it. Bin it. Bin it. Oh, sorry. Oh. Doing overtime. Ali, you're up next. You are up next. There you go. Apologies. Ali's working now if you want to get your orders in. And if she does anything wrong, you can call her Alison, because that's what she gets called when she's a naughty girl. But otherwise, it's Ali. Mandy wants a pint of Black Russian. Jeez. Heavy stuff, that man. Heavy stuff. Get on it. How special. Watch your eyes on the pretty umbrella. You don't want to get stabbed with that, definitely. Beastie Boys is a great jukebox pick, it is, isn't it? We like a bit of Beastie Boys. Our Steve loves a bit of Beastie Boys as well. Oh, hang on, Steve.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Level 18, man. Smashing it, absolutely smashing it. Potter tea for Steve if he's still here. He's outside now doing laps of the car park. Get in there. Jackie, the same with you. You get Jacqueline when you're bold. Same as me, I get Nicholas. I always use that when I try and sign up for something official, because it's different from Nick, but all of a sudden, when you get called Nicholas, it's normally in front of a judge or your ma when you've done something wrong. You know what I mean? Are we queuing along the bar or in single file away from the bar like heathens? This is not the Thomas Frost. We are not in Wetherspoons. There is no single file. Everyone's just stood at the bar, and the staff are so good, they know exactly who's next. Plus, the people in the pub are fantastic. Everyone knows each other. Yeah, chatterbox. Good though. We have got extra rooms as well. There should be more rooms, including the pool room. Lovely pool room there. Great ambience, great ambience. And we also have the Kermits, which you might recognise. Look familiar? Angie, you want a Diet Coke, a bag of Funyuns, you have the munchies. I wonder why that is. Of course you can. Brew for Steve. Any bar snacks? Is there a pack of cheese moments falling down the back of the fridge with the Britvic 55s? Are they splits or babies? The babies fall down all the time. The splits are a bit more difficult to pull back out, aren't they? Cheese moments, yes. We like a cheesy moment on this stream, don't we? Don't we, Mandy? Cheesy moments. Steve, blowing out your ass. I'm not surprised the amount of work you've been doing tonight, mate. Steve, of course, is our head of security. Out on the front desk, making sure no one starts any shite. Ably supported by the wonderful Helen, who's our Norfolk correspondent, who's keeping him in check. Behind every great man, there's a great woman, with the Merlin app as well. Thomas, you will like to know that Helen's got the Merlin app and has been outside telling us which birds they've got. It was collared doves, wasn't it, the other day? We had collared doves. Fantastic stuff. Hopefully fairly soon we'll have everybody in the stream outside bird watching and trying to find out which birds they've got. I have also got Dennis Bird Cam, which is outside. I've got a bird feeder which I put on streams, which is fantastic. It's just an excuse to get watch hours and for people to go in the chat and talk to each other, which I think is fantastic. But if it is getting too much, all these little ninja streams, let me know and I'll stop doing it. There you go. Oh, Ali's on fire there. Surprised the pool table doesn't have a blue cloth. I should have actually said that, shouldn't I? I know the county on County Road had about 3 different types of pool table, all with blue cloth. There was a hexagonal one, there was an L-shaped one, and then there was a normal one. That place has closed down, unfortunately. It was a great pub there. Steve's been chatting loads on Birdstream. He has, because it's dead relaxed, isn't it? I think it's. I like it. I like doing it. Plenty of them I've sat outside in my car with the door open, just laying back with the seat back, relaxed. No pressure. It's been grand. Yeah, never underestimate the bird cam. It's been fantastic. Dennis bird cam sounds. It is brilliant. It's just. It's in the tree out the back. This little bird feeder. It looks like a garden bench, but you throw all the stuff on there. Loads of birds have been there every morning. I'll just go outside, put a camera on it, let the sounds of nature play, and everyone jumps in and just chats shite for an hour or so. It's great. So relaxing. Ali's being tipped 100 greenbacks from Angie. That's a hell of a one, that. Ali, you want change? 20s, your 50s, your £2 coins. I'll just nip up to the office and sort that out. Safi found some boxes of Monster Munch in the stock room. The box says best before 0988. Jeez, Jeff, what are you playing at? Stock rotation, man. New at the back, pull forward to the front. Useless. Oh, but it's Tony Christie. Is this the way to Ramadillo? Can't hear that song now without thinking of Max and Paddy driving the Muslim elders around in Phoenix Nights. Yeah, bird watches and dogging takes place in the same type of areas. They do. That's why we all love the sound of nature. Any Phileas Fogg? Yeah, potato triangles. Phileas Fogg, remember them? What were we talking about the other day? Brannigan's. Remember Brannigan's crisps? Mature cheddar and onion, rouse beef and mustard, smoked lemon pickle, cream cheese and chives. Always sound better in a Brummie accent, but yeah, Brannigan's as well. Give them to the llamas. Yes, give them to the llamas. They don't care. Wrong button. Dangerous, the wrong button. Max and Paddy were fantastic. Change sorted. By the way, there's a yellow alert for solar activity at the moment. Never know, it might be alright. Nowhere near as good as it was the last couple of days though. Jesus. Yeah, Kirsty, don't tell everyone. It's our secret. Birdwatchers are Hercules with binoculars. Do you love it though? Do you love it? It's nice watching them in the garden. Because there's been a few pigeons, and when the pigeons turn up, they're too big to go on the bird feeder. But the little birds then just disappear and sort of hide out the way. But once the pigeons go, the sparrows, robins, blue tits and the finches all jump in there and start feeding. It's great. They were so noisy this morning. I was going to take the camera out, but I thought there'd be no one, absolutely no one around. Yeah, wrong button. There's no worse than the wrong hole at the pool table. Very, very careful. Make sure you chalk it well beforehand. While you wouldn't have swapped your holiday for the world, you were upset to have missed the aurora. Did anyone see it? Yes. It was absolutely exceptional. You could see it with the naked eye. It was only faint, but you could see it with the naked eye. But as soon as you took a picture of it, it was mad. So many colours. Let's have a look, see if I can show you a couple of pics. I think that's the right bloody thing. Not now. There you go. Oh, that was the back garden the other night. The star in the middle of that is called Vega. That used to be the pole star. And then later on that night it went very, very purpley. Very purpley. Very purpley. Not a deep purple, just purplely. But it was stunning. And it was lovely and warm, so being stood outside in the garden was no big deal. It was great. Normally, if you go and watch the Pleiades and stuff like that, the meteor showers are normally when it's freezing cold, so you're outside wearing your coat. It's horrific. You love birds, so did your mum, Angie. You'd sit and watch them in the garden. They're lovely, aren't they? Yeah, Steve, got to be careful with the accidental brown when you're going for the pink. It sticks away. Yeah, I haven't got a snooker ball, but I'll put a footy up just in case. Thomas, it was amazing just being stood out there. As I say, with the naked eye, you could see it was only faint, but you could see huge bands of colour. Absolutely amazing. I should have got in the car and drove a little bit further out towards, towards Skaysbrick or something, where the skies are a bit darker. I might have got a better picture, but it was lovely. It takes 5 minutes for your eyes to adjust. It must have done. I was outside for ages, so I got used to it. Yep, Steve, I was in Norfolk and it was very clear to the human eye. And it was all over the place, wasn't it? There was people on the south coast of England that was showing absolutely amazing pictures. Looks like the Irish flag. Yeah, it does. It was space trucking. I like a bit of deep purple. Ali, you need a bit of help. The snooker table, the other local here has a pool table. We can have pool tables, snooker tables, even billiard tables. Full on billiard tables, which is a game from the past. The proper past. Just keep getting messages. Why do I keep getting messages? Ali needs help with changing the Guinness barrel and the whiskey jar from the dispenser. The Guinness barrels, of course, are only the 11 gallon. They're only small, aren't they, compared to the 22s that you normally get for your lagers and things like that. Much easier to carry, even full. I remember the days of steering wheel in the 22 gallon barrels. You get them on a tilt on the edge and then just do that with them. You'd be surprised how easy they are to move. Mad thing, fam. Bit more Beastie Boys, that's what we like to see. Steve's changing the barrel. Just one hand, up you go. There's your new one. Tip as well off Ali for your trouble, fantastic. Did I get the pinball machine? No. It's on a list of things to do. I need to get the view coming this way, and then when I do, there'll be more stuff in there. There will be the pinball machine, the dart board will be much more obvious. Darts and dominoes, loads of that going on. And I need to fix that other room. We do have a karaoke room, genuinely, but of course, fuckity bitsy upsies, bloody Botrix. Kirsty, do you want a portion of chips and a glass of Coke with ice? Of course you can. Oh, you're too short to reach up. You know well you get lamped if you get up on a stool. Nah. No one's messing with a ginger Irish woman. We know better than this. There's no winning. You cannot win. Chess table. Are we that are we that good in this place? Are we that, do we read books? Do we listen to classical music? Do we play chess? Would Charles Emerson Winchester III be happy in this place? We can do one though. Careful out, the chips are hot. Very hot, be careful. They're as fresh as they come. Mandy wants chips as well. Chips all round, go on. Give them to everyone. Oh, this guy wants to know if the ice is made from spring water. Is this a deal breaker? Is this like, I will only have it if it comes from the tears of an angel? Chess, yep. Chess is a bit highfalutin for us, isn't it? Can we have a room with a chess board, a chess table in there, and then we can have a separate one with Ludo? And is Ludo, is that Parcheesi, is it, in America? All kinds of mad shit, all those mad Cluedo, Ludo, and all the other pseudos. For the lurkers. We've got the workers, the shakers and the lurkers. We all have our own space. A giant floor chessboard in the garden. Mandy, would you want to play on a giant chessboard on the floor in the dogger's garden? Can you imagine what's on there? Night to use condom 3. Checkmates. Mates used to be able to make a condom years ago. So pleased with myself on that one. Yeah, it's made from the water that forced me your tears. Tell them straight. When's the next poet reading by a beatnik? I'm a poet, man. I am the poet. I can read poetry. I do poetry. Actual poetry. Where's my app? Should I do a poem now? Should I do one live? I'm going to do a poem live. There you go. This is your first one, Steve. This is your first poetry slam. This one's called Willow Tree. If you know the words, join in. Beneath the shade of the willow tree, I gaze into your eyes and see your heart and soul belong to me. Beneath the shade of the willow tree, in summer showers I turn to you. Your smile beguiles the perfect view. Even though we get wet through, in summer showers I turn to you. On winter walks I hold your hand, as snow lays piled upon the land, and raging seas crash over sand. On winter walks I hold your hand. Beneath the shade of the willow tree, we stand alone, just you and me. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than beneath the shade of the willow tree. Boom! There you go. You don't get this on any other fucking stream, do you? Right, where are we? Checkmates. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's in the garden, not the car park, so there's not going to be used Ujima flips all over the place. Like, right, giant Jenga. You can also do Jenga with the chips. Chip Jenga. Drunken stone people coming up with poems, we can have that. Twister in the car park. That would need baby oil. Little bit of poetry. Roger McGough in the house. I wish. He was fantastic. I love Roger McGough. We used to be on Talk, the internet, and it was fucking awful. I had to phone up one day and I was on hold for about 2 hours, and they played Roger McGough all the way through, and by the end of it I was so relaxed. Yeah, go on, you can sort it. It doesn't matter, it's alright. We've only had internet missing for 6 days. Don't worry about it. Worked so much better than listening to Ed fucking Sheeran. A bit of strip poker, Ali. Great minds. Mic drop. I don't know. Can you mic drop when it's in an arm? Possibly. Lawn darts. They're on order from Amazon. Definitely on order. From Beastie Boys to poetry. This is the best pub in the world. Where else can you get this? You can't, can you? I need to write more poetry. I haven't written anything in absolutely ages, and I mean ages, ages. Oh, Valhalla calling, miracle of sound, get on it. Destructor Kaiser Lanyard. Lanyard seemed to have played quite a bit of a penguin, a part in my week. Lanyards have been everywhere. Beastie Boys is poetry. A lot of rap and hip hop. I mean, I love the Beastie Boys, but a lot of rap and hip hop I don't like. But when you see a normal song written out, the lyrics, and then see a rap song written out, it's like 10 times as much writing for one song for them than it is for a straightforward pop song. It's mad. Pop songs, is it verse, chorus, verse, middle eight, chorus, repeat till fade. It's dead easy. Repeat. Rap, it's absolutely list after list after list of lyrics. It's mad. I write 2 haikus a week. How dare you? How very dare you? I think you'll find. See, it's him. It's Horace who writes them. By the way, it's not going to be 2 a week anymore. The Kippers, Jeff and Horace, I think, are going to keep for a Sunday. Wednesday, we're just going to turn up and relax. Just to try and take things a bit more easy on what I have to do each week. It's mad. This isn't as straightforward as just sitting down, pressing start and going, because there's so much involved in this thing. So much involved. And sometimes I don't have the time for it. I always make the time, but it's been a bit of a struggle lately, so I might just keep that for a Sunday. And then we'll see where we go from there. We might have something else on a Wednesday instead. There might be other things. We could have... Angie might do a first stand-up night, an open mic night for comedy. We could have bands on. All kinds of stuff. And who's up next after Ali as well? Someone needs to work behind the bar after Ali's finished. But it's coming up to 10, so don't forget, cover your ears. Lazzies. But we'll need someone to cover after Ali's finished. Why have Kendrick Lamar and Drake fallen out? I'd say that it's because they're a pair of absolute knobheads, to be honest with you. Like most people in the music business, too much attitude, too much of opinion of themselves, and they can't just wind their necks in. The only good diss track, of course, is one that goes into a field in Norfolk. That kind of diss track. And you're going to do a second shift if no one else does. No worries. Thomas going to start collecting glasses and shifting people out. Wonderful stuff. Glad to hear it. And you don't forget, Angie, as well, your tips will be massive if you're doing a second shift. Let your feet hit the street. Funnily enough, that does make an appearance a bit later on, that. Funnily enough. Yeah. We're not leaving, we're not going anywhere. And the reason why we're not going anywhere... Bollocks to it, we're having a lock in, come on. Lock the doors, we're not going anywhere. And he's going in the kitchen to clear the plates. Good on you. You got a bit of matron. Yes, has to be done. Yes, Angie, tips. I know it's the way I talk here. Yep. Get the curtains drawn. Get the big lights turned off outside. The outside lights, get them off. And turn the dookie off as well. Turn it down. Don't want the busies turning up while we're having a stay behind, man. You love that actor. I saw the movie. You can't remember what it was. That was Shaun of the Dead. Simon Pegg as Shaun in Shaun of the Dead. It's a fantastic thing. Love all the stuff that he's been in. Before that, he was in Spaced, a sitcom, and there was a character they called Tyres, who was from Northern Ireland, who was a delivery rider, and he also appears in Shaun of the Dead dressed as Tyres, the same character from Spaced, as a zombie later on, which is a fantastic Easter egg. Michael Smiley, wonderful actor. Steve, you cleared the doggers. You threatened to join in, so they ran. Wherever works, mate, wherever works. That's it, they're out of here. Go on. Hit the road, man. Yep. We don't want guests slipping on the DNA at all. First time you remember him was in Hot Fuzz, which is the second of the Cornetto trilogy films. Shaun of the Dead being the first one. And then what's the third one? The World's End, is it called? I still haven't seen that. But Spaced was the best thing. Sitcom. 2 series, 12 episodes in total. Absolutely perfect. Ali needs your help. Dishwasher's leaking all over the floor. Turned it off, but can you go and bring your massive tool and help Ali out? The ripping of tights with your teeth, Steve. There you go. What more can you do? It is, Angie. It's getting slightly warm. We can't really open a window either because the police will hear us, and we're having a sneaky stay behind. We can't have that. I've had to call it a lock-in for everyone else, but in Liverpool it's a stay behind, isn't it? In our pub in Halewood, the Derby Arms, used to be just down the road from the Halewood Ford factory. So they used to do the night shift and come in on a Sunday morning before the pub opened. So we had a stay before. Then we'd close at 3 o'clock and all the football lads from the Sunday League would come in and have a stay between. Then we'd open back up and close at 10:30 and we'd have a stay behind. So stay before, a stay between and a stay behind. Those were the good old days then. You'd make an absolute shit ton of money on them days. So if your clothes are accounted for this time round, lovely stuff. We still haven't found your shoes or your socks. No idea where they are. Although one of the llamas seems to be running quicker than the others, as though he's got bouncy soles or something. Yeah, running out of socks. And why have you got a socks? Are they from last time or this time? Check your feet. Saf, check your feet. The shirt isn't his. Oh, now what's happened there? What has happened there? It's a bit flowery. Well, it's not me, definitely. I don't wear flowery shirts. Just one sock. One sock does plenty. No harm in a flower shirt. Do you know what? No, I haven't. I thought I did, but I haven't. I thought I had a shirt with flowers on. I haven't got many shirts. I've got a few that I wear with suits. That's about it, really. Everything else is dark t-shirts, because it's easier. You only have to do one wash. Jeans, dark t-shirts, dark bills, black socks, launch them all in together, and then you're sorted. Sorted like a Manchester postman. Sorted like an OCD sufferer's AC/DC CD collection. That's how sorted you are. Lightning gives me the whoosh, says Jeff again. One of the socks is definitely yours. And you don't need socks in there, you don't need padding, Gail, you don't need any of that. You're covered. Yeah, the shoes coming off, the shirts coming off, the socks everywhere. What's happening? I thought all that was for outside. What's going on here? Oh, that belongs to the fella who was fighting at the snooker table. Up to no good. Up to no good. I don't know how they got tucked into your pantaloons. There you go. No idea. Anything seems to go in this place, apart from chat on the bastard screen. We're going to have to get a shadow bang together, aren't we, and go and slap botchicks around. Why is it not working? Why isn't Streamlabs working? Why isn't any of it? The Cuban heel gives it away. Ooh, can you get away with a Cuban heel? I can't. 6'4" and scared of heights. There's no way on earth I'd be able to wear a Cuban heel. I'd have been shit in the 70s. Platform shoes. Come on. I'm pressing buttons. Replace pinned message. There you go. Tiger Lily Gold blonde. Can we get a cookie pole installed in the pub? We can have anything you want. Nearly lost a shoe in the crazy house once. I think, is that on the CV of almost every Scouser, or everyone from the Merseyside area rather? Everyone's been in the crazy house, everyone's lost something. Normally shoes, sometimes teeth. One was a racehorse, 2 was 1-2. Roadie jokes, aren't they? Roadies. And you add that one to the playlist for Mandy. Tiger Lily Gold blonde, if you can. She likes that. Oh, hang on, Steve. I forgot to give you the dad joke, didn't I? Sorry. Like the Mexican fireman, isn't it? With his 2 sons, Jose and Jose. This thing on. Why is the toilet painted like a galaxy? Are we talking like the stars, or are we talking like a chocolate bar? Because those are 2 completely different things. If it looks like a melted chocolate bar, we have problems. It literally stuck to the floor. Your first and only time in there, chasing a girl, inevitably. Yeah, there's some great pubs in Liverpool for that. It sounded like Velcro when you're wearing normal shoes, sticking to the carpet. The Grafton was like that, wasn't it? Sticky carpets on Grip a Grim Night or Grab a Granny. Horrific. Can't beat, you couldn't beat the Pen and Wig. I love that place. I drank in there for decades. There's a lap dancing bar downstairs and a normal pub upstairs. So some of the girls who worked downstairs used to work behind the bar. And then if it was quiet on like a Tuesday or Wednesday, they'd close the bar upstairs and you'd have to go downstairs. So many a night I've just sat having a beer with the staff and the girls who were working. It's just a strange thing, sitting there with a semi-naked girl discussing poetry or the art of such and such. Most of them were really intelligent, who were just doing lap dancing to pay their way through college. It was mad. But yeah, Pen and Wig, what a strange place. Baldy, Fred and Brownie and all them getting absolutely hammered on a Tuesday night. I miss that place. You double reinforce the cookie pole to a stud so you don't pull the ceiling down. Consider it done, Angelina. It is done. Yeah, don't use the black light, Kirsty. Say don't use the black light anywhere near the toilets or the dogging area outside, otherwise you will vom. Yeah, and you actually did leave your sneakers in Haiti, however you want to pronounce it. Did you leave your wallet in El Segundo though? That's the main thing. Kirsty, it's the stars. All right. There might be a projector in there. Who's doing the drip trays? I'll do them. I used to love doing the drip trays rather than doing the ashtrays. Drip trays were easy. I'd sort them out. Green Heineken ones, obviously. Cleaning or shotgunning them, cleaning them. Be thankful you don't have a black light. Step away from the black light, yes. The pipes might need cleaning too. Again, Mandy, is that a euphemism? Do you need us to make an appointment for you to get sorted? I don't know. I'll clean the pipes. I'll do that. We've got line cleaner. The 3 pint lines as well. So the first 3 pints that come off, take 2.5 off, and that way they're free. As soon as you start getting the feeling, it feels like a bit like snot on your hands. When that starts coming through, that's when the liquid, the cleaners come through. So you don't touch that then. Let that work its wonders, and then we'll rinse it through later on. Where's the mop and the bleach? They are in the cupboard, in the cleaner's cupboard, under the stairs. If there's a little lad in there with glasses, just tell him to piss off. Yeah, get the line cleaner. I'll get the line cleaner and you'll pump, Mandy. Fair dues. Pass the bucket. Mandy, pass him your bucket and he'll start pumping. It's getting worse, this place. You just have to do the lines regularly. Such a pain. Yep, free beer, Mandy, you know it, don't you? The fella who had the George before we had it, Ernie, moved to the Coronation in Southport as well, which is about half a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile away from where ours was. We'd go in and see him. Lovely fella. The lines in the Coronation were about 5 pints each, and they had loads of, because it was a town centre pub. So like if you were drinking, might have been Heineken at the time for the lager, they had like 8 pumps, so each one with about 5 pints coming off them. It was just, the bar was absolutely stacked with free ale. Used to go in there, have 2 or 3 pints, and then you wouldn't have to pay for anything for the rest of the night. It was absolutely mental. Loved it. Someone say free beer. Steve, come in. In. Come on, doors are shut. Free beer, help yourself. If it's on the bar, you can have it. Them's the rules. If it's on the bar, you can have it. And you get off the bar. Who's been dropping ciggy butts in the urinals? Disgusting, whoever's done that. Thompson Twins Hold Me Now. I still have the 12-inch of that. That was bought for me. Was it 1983 or 84 that it come out? My uncle used to buy me a record every Christmas just to try and keep me record collection going, and he bought me that. I remember playing it in my nan's parlour in Garston. My mum and dad had bought me a little snooker table, a little 6-foot snooker table that was in there. So we listened to that record playing snooker. Man, it all come flooding back to me. Kirsty, you found a bunch of wool in the cupboard. What's the difference between lager and beer is the one. Not all beers are lager. Lagers are a lightish beer. The thing that people call beer all around the world is lager. Come to England, we also do bitter and mild and things like that. Those are still beers, but they are different. They look different, they taste different, they do you different. Yeah, watch out for any smokers if they're not clearing up after themselves. It's on shuffle, let's have a look at his drawer. Yeah. Watch out in the Kermit's there. Yep, so if you sneaking a puff of Angie's butt in the men's toilet, you need to let us know if you do. Oh, good point. Check it's wool and not a dead llama. Have they over-raced them? Is that what it is? These poor llama. Ale and beers. I do kind of miss. I miss having a beer. I must admit. I miss having on a hot day, having a real ice cold proper lager out of a pint glass. I've still got some of my non-alcoholic ones though, so I might have some of them during the week. With it being hot, if it stays hot, is it staying hot? Has anyone checked? Has anyone checked? Just check the weather. Check the weather in the area. See if it's going to have sunshine outside. Yes, it's going to be warm all week. 17 or 16 on Tuesday, the lowest. Apart from that, fairly decent. Grass. Found them up in amongst all the wool. So have you take cold shoes up? Yep. The non-alcoholic Erdinger, certain manager associations aside, obviously, yeah, is brilliant. I haven't tried that. N.A. Erdinger. I will definitely try that, Thomas. I will try that. It's been nice just being in the garden in the heat. Being able to have a nice couple of cold beers would be nice. Going to have bad heavy rain in the next few days, Jackie. We've had that today. Started off, Mandy had it, and then was it an hour or two after you said you had it come here, so it's making its way around. Louise, it seems to have been bad where she is, up near Burnley, up in East Lancashire. Mind you, if she's in Burnley or near Burnley, it's up near the hills, isn't it? It'll be a lot worse there. Getting towards Pennines, which is why it always rains on bloody Manchester. Hot, wet air coming from the Gulf Stream over the northwest towards the Pennines, meeting cold air coming from Farctic, and then you end up with rain permanently. A nice session ale like Landlord, Doombar or Pedigree, a proper ales them. Our mate used to run a pub in Freshfield. It was called The Freshfield. It was an alright pub, and then he decided to have a real ale festival, and the place was chocker, so they redone the pub as a real ale pub. It won medals off camera and all kinds of stuff. The amount of ales they had was amazing. People coming from all over the northwest just to have a pint. Get it in NA Erdinger. It's branded as isotonic. They give it to the finishers at the Munich Marathon. Less than 150 in Tesco. Yes. I will look for that, definitely. I'll get some of that. You want some proper scrumpy? Definitely, Mandy, you can have that. Rough cider. Meant to get rain tomorrow evening. in that day London town. Saf, you're going to hit the road? No worries, mate. Got to take your mum to see the doctor tomorrow. Good luck, sweet dreams, and everything goes all right tomorrow for you, mate. Love the story of people entering Timothy Taylor pubs and asking where the landlord is. Yeah. Stay safe and be good. Ciao, ciao. No worries, mate. Yeah, nothing with the manager wanting to know where the landlord is in the barrel. Definitely just... There's loads of stuff like that. And that reminds me of people phoning up the Microsoft helpline. And how can we help you? I need to find out where the any key is on my keyboard. It says I'm trying to install something. It says hit any key, and I can't find it. You know, hit any key. Yeah, I know. I've looked. I can't find it. It's a nice pint. I haven't had one in years, mate. I went through a stage of drinking real ale just for a while because I was sick of lagers. In fact, I was a Guinness drinker to begin with. But then we had a really hot summer and Guinness just doesn't hit the spot as well as lager. So I ended up drinking that afterwards. In your part of London anyway, Kirsty. No, London. Yep. Do you know what? I've been to London loads of times, but I haven't been round where you are, ever. And it's one of those places that loads of people go to. And especially people who like the kind of music that I do as well. It's bizarre. But then I've also been to very strange parts of London. Near football grounds. Oops, sorry Mandy. Many apologies for the inconvenience. Prime Circle, she always gets what she wants. Is this cosmic ordering, is it, Mandy? Is this cosmic ordering? Your kind of stuff, is it, Thomas? Holden's Golden Glow. Buttybach. Ah, Buttybach. Went to the Camera Festival in, the Cathedral, Catholic Cathedral Crypt in Liverpool. Is that every year or so? I know they've had it in both cathedrals, haven't they? Loads of people from our work went, and I mean loads. Like 200 people started marching down the road from Derby Square towards. I think it was at the the Anglican Cathedral the last time they went. It's a hell of a festival there. Everyone was absolutely wankered as well. We're only going for a couple of hours. We'll see you in the Pen later or in the Croc. And then they turned up in like buckets. There's buckets of them being poured out into the street outside the pub. Are you alright? Oh, fucking hell's dead strong, mate. Yeah, you've been told it was. London is strange. Kirsty, it is. Any major city in the world is strange. Especially major capitals. Because anything goes. Which reminds me of a song. Still yellow alert, so. No good, man. Right, Winter Festival in the Cathedral, summer in St George's Hall or something. I know they have quite a few of them, don't they? I haven't been to one myself. Got over 30 microbreweries in Norfolk. That's the kind of place where you would have it. The best is Woodford's Wherry and Admiral Nelson. There you go, get yourself on them. George's Hall as the organ player last orders up on the balcony and someone dressed as the Grim Reaper appears and rings a bell. Is that for the festival or is that just on a random Wednesday night? Yeah, not tomorrow. People Are Strange. Who was that? The Stranglers? No. There's two versions of it. The original, of course, is by The Doors. But Echo and the Bunnymen did People Are Strange. That was from the film. Oh, bollocks. Why is my brain so knackered tonight? The vampire film with Kiefer Sutherland. Fuck's sake. Kiefer Sutherland, Corey Haim, Corey Feldman. Go on, Ash. What is it? Yeah, Mandy, it's Echo and the Bunnymen anyway. Good Liverpool band. Lost Boys, that's it, Lost Boys. From the soundtrack to the Lost Boys. Echo and the Bunnymen. I recently listened to Will Sargent's audio book, his autobiographies. Was fantastic. Not a big drinker nowadays, but you've heard of WW, yeah? You get a funny, unpredictable rash and reaction with alcohol. Best avoided them. Stick with the tea. Yeah, I know what you like with names. You're worse than me, Mandy. Some people are like that, though, genuinely. Me ma can remember names of everyone she's ever met in history, ever. And yet me and my dad are shit with them. But other things stick in my mind so much easier. I think you're a name person or not. Oh shit, what time is it? Anyone else going to work behind the bar? Because poor Ali has been there. Yep. Who's going to jump behind? Do you know what? Sod it. I'm going to jump behind, I'm going to work. As you can see, I am in bold because, well, I can do that. Anyone going to check the car park? Yes. You do not want to go out there on your own, Tombo. It is full of weird people. People are strange, and it is what makes us. It also makes things more interesting. If everyone was the same, it'd be absolutely dog shit boring, horrible. You've seen the Stepford Wives, you don't want anything like that. And it's the differences that makes things interesting. Same with music, films, comedy, whatever your taste is. You can share it with someone. Don't necessarily have to like what you like, or vice versa, but you can talk about it. You can swap ideas. I've learned so much, even from people who like things that I don't like. I've learned that I don't like them. Or I've learned, well, actually, I don't mind that as much as I thought I did. It makes us grow, man. Thomas, you're not a name person. Mandy, you're a face person. So that's the same kind of thing. Once you've seen a face, you'll remember them for years. A mojito, an Aperol Spritz, 3.5 pints of Watney's Red Barrel, 2 packs of cheese and onion, a glass of wine, a pickled egg. Oh, and a Guinness. That's a hell of a lot. I'm going to do that. The mojito, by the way, there you go, $15. It's a hito, but there's mo. Or you can have a haunting orgasm, which is 2 fingers of Jeff shaken and stirred. I need to update the cocktail menus, but yeah, on its way. Pickled egg, of course. Jack, you remember a face, but not a name. I'm sure that you are either someone who remembers names or faces. I didn't realise there was a menu. There's all kinds of shit in this place, to be honest. All kinds of weird stuff. You will be surprised. You're waiting for the Guinness last abuse. Yes, if anyone's watching and you drink Guinness, order it first. No matter what else you're ordering, order the Guinness first. Do not wait until the end, otherwise you're evil. Utterly evil. Yeah, you forgot the tunes. AC/DC, have a drink on me. Sorry. You have to put the tunes in there, otherwise sometimes I can't. And also it's AC/DC, not AC/Do. That confused me slightly, sorry Mandy. Yeah, better than us all ordering individually, at least it is. Have you got any warm bottles of Chang? We have. Those bottles of Chang were fantastic. They were kept at Goodison in the best place on earth for a beer. The ovens where they make the pies and the sausage rolls and that, red hot. The bottles were right next to them. So that when you got them and opened them, it was like having a cup of tea. It tasted like piss, but red hot piss. Chang, fucking hell. I mean, we've got Carlin now, which is not much better, but it's definitely better than Chang. I think we've got Carlin now. I don't know. I only a Douwe Egberts now. I don't like me Douwe Egberts coffee. still red hot as well, though. Oh, by the way, I know it's red, but it was cheap. I might spray paint it blue one night. Blame the pint of Black Russian. There you go. That's the reason why. Stream just got a bit weird. Carling in bottles cause on drafting the lower Bullens, right? I'm in the Upper Gladys and we had Carling in bottles. That was the last time I remember having anything. It is, of course, going to be completely different at Bramley Moor. Don't know what they're bringing in, but they need to bring in something. Star of Pramen or something decent. And you'll be able to walk the entire circle of the ground inside. So if you're sat at one end and you might sit over there, you can actually go and have a pint with them. Much better. Anyone like Hoegaarden? Cloudy as fuck. I haven't had much dealing with Hoegaarden. Is it Belgian, is it? Find out where it's from. Why don't I know where it's from? It's a Belgian wheat beet. Yeah, there you go. Wheat beet. It's a Belgian wheat beer. Hoegaarden, right? The glasses weigh a ton. I don't know. Do you know what? I might have had one of them. Is it the Ship and Mitre? The top of Dale Street. I think they serve that. I think, I had an Erdinger, and I'm sure I had a Hoegaarden as well in there. Not been in there for ages. Yeah. They've got self-serve e-bars in the fan zone. I've not been in there, to be honest. The circulation thing in Bramley Moor is definitely happening, they've said. That will be good. I like that. Obviously, you can't go all the way to the away end because otherwise there'd be absolute murder every game. But, yeah, that'll be good. Be able to wander around and see your mates. It's going to be either Heineken or Coors in Bramley Moor. Jackie, you're done. Can someone call you an Uber? Okay, you're an Uber. It's on its way. I forgot about that. I was going to get you a taxi on here, on the screen. K&L. The pronunciation of Hoegaarden puts you to shame. Well, I lived in the Netherlands for 3 years, so I am a little bit naughty for doing that, because I can speak Dutch-ish. I was lucky, being from Liverpool, going to live in the Netherlands, that as soon as they started trying to get me to speak Dutch with the letter G in there, they were surprised how good I was. You are a natural. Yeah, I am. It's because of where I'm from, mate. If you're from Liverpool, Wales, part of Scotland, part of Ireland, you'll be able to speak Dutch very well. With things like Scheveningen, schoenen, schaatsen. All that stuff. Yep, wait here till it gets here, till the Brum Rum arrives. Jackie, we are all comedians. Steve's going to give you the piggyback home if you want. I have to shout out the window. No, Steve, you're not supposed to be on air back. The other way around, mate. Whereabouts in the Netherlands did I reside? In Enschede, on the eastern side. We were right on the German border. My dad played for FC20, so we had to live there. And it was fantastic, to be honest. I loved it. Absolutely loved living there. When I went to school, when I first moved there, my dad met the headmaster of the local school at a party, and he said, don't send him to the international school. He won't learn anything. Send him to us, we'll look after him. And then for the first 3 weeks, from the second I walked in to the second I walked out, I was being taught Dutch by 2 student teachers, 2 young girls who were teaching me. And then I was speaking it when I got home as well, playing out with my mates. And I learned Dutch fluently within 3 weeks. I was 9 years of age, just being right in the middle of it. You're like a sponge at that age, it's amazing. Steve's chasing a dogger that wants to come in. That's proper exercise, that. Proper exercise. Jackie, wait until you've been to Fat Club a bit longer. We said this before. First rule of Fat Club, don't talk about Fat Club. It's there's a better name for it. Or looking after yourself class. Are you looking after yourself? Yeah, you missed nothing, but we missed you, as always. Bonne nuit, Jackie. Oh, hang on, Madness, our house. I still have that.
But Kippers Vindaloo. But Kippers Vindaloo.
Something's going a bit weird. Jeff's pissing around. Kitchen spotless, as to be expected, obviously. Yeah, Steve wouldn't even know you're there. Just carry it off into the distance. I used to call it Chub Club. Yeah. I'll be going there soon myself as well. Unless I can start doing some kind of exercise that actually burns calories, rather than just grabbing older things and picking them up and moving around. I have hit my target though on my steps all week, I think. Let me check. Oh, no, not today, obviously. I've been sat down for most of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 5 days, I've hit my steps. I will hit it again tonight. Possibly. So at least I'm trying. Fixed it again. Good on you, Steve. This place wouldn't run without you, mate. There you go. Tips as well. You're making bank, bro. You're making bank. I used to hate cleaning the kitchen. All that stainless steel. You think it's fantastic, wouldn't you? They're easy to clean, but such a ball ache. Good kitchen as well, that one we had in the George. I have to send a collab list. I will. In fact, I can send it to you on Twitter, which would be easier. I might DM you the collaboration list, which should work nicely. Add whatever songs you want on there. Right. You forgot to, and yours. Ali, you need to find them up. And YouTube's being a bastard again. Is it starting to buffer again, is it? Is it buffering? Is it? Because YouTube's now saying that there's an error. Something's going weird tonight. Something's going very weird. Ali, sit down. Yes, sit down. Have a bevy. Right, now it's healthy again. What the fucking hell? All I need to do then, every time that goes yellow and says there's an issue with the stream health, is do a speed test by pressing the button on Stream Deck, and all of a sudden it's working fine. There is something very odd. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. Yeah, the Aurora, Thomas, the Aurora is definitely causing some of that. But I'm going to send you a link to the Bears Paws YouTube playlist. If you want to add anything onto it, you can just find a video, go to add to playlist, and you should see it in there then. Add whatever you want on there. I'll get the floor done so you can put your feet up and have your bevy. Jeff is definitely intervening. Jeff is very intervening. Jeff's a meth. Geomagnetic storm. That is definitely doing something. That's why there's no Botrix chat on the screen. That's why Streamlabs isn't working. That's why this stream is going a bit weird. There's lots of stuff happening which is trying to get in the way of wonderful entertainment like this tonight. Steve, Ali can't make you feel guilty, mate. You've been outside, you've been sorting things out, you've been having to put up with doggers, midgets on llamas, all kinds of stuff. Never feel guilty. We all pull together in this place. That's what makes it such a great place. But this week I am definitely going to try and get them t-shirts up. Looks absolutely superb, the little logo that I made, which is very, very AI generated, but looks fantastic. It actually looks like a proper pub logo. Love it. Yeah, what are you drinking, Steve? What are you drinking, mate? Big pint, pot of tea. What's your pie then? Oh, shite. Wandering left hand, that doesn't work. Fucking state of it. I need to work on this week, I think. Get the weights, those ankle weights that you put around them. Need to get that and put it on my wrist and then try and move it around a bit, because shit, this sore as well. Yeah, don't feel guilty. It wasn't your fault about the dishwasher. Car park's been quiet, all things considered. Yep, thankfully. Time to find your scratcher, Steve. That time of night, is it, mate? No surprise to a proper worker, unlike this dick who sits in front of a computer screen for a few hours a day. When I say a few hours, it's going to be 8 hours tomorrow, obviously. But a pint of Coke, Ali, of course you can, of course you can. Well deserved, well earned, well in la. Oh, look at that, loads of hearts. Love it, absolutely love it. Sweet dreams, you sweet silverback. You sweet security silverback. Yes, and good night, Helen. Our Norfolk correspondent. Keep watching those birds and let us know what you find. Steve, see you all soon, mate. No doubt I'll be jumping on a random ninja stream or a Dennis Birdcam stream at some point in the next few days. I am an absolute watch hours whore at the moment, as you all know. We'll definitely get there. Yeah, but I'm starting to feel it a bit now as well. Throat's starting to feel a bit sore. I want to put my foot through this because nothing's working. So, I have to start looking at closing up, I think. Thank you very, very much, as always. Thomas, listen out for the outro. Just listen out. It's been fantastic. It's been emotional. And I will try and sort out Wednesday's stream. I only done this today, being a dickhead. I only managed to do. I was in the car wash and I was sorting out the thumbnail for tonight. That's how bad things were. I will try and sort it out quicker for Wednesday. In the meantime, it'll be fantastic. So thank you very much, and
You start making your way outside now, folks, please. Come on, let your feet hit the street. Do your talking while you're walking. It's a pub, not a club. So what, mate? Change for the condom machine. Go and see the lad behind the bar. You better be quick as well. No, know what I mean, getting your change. No. Just go and sort it out, lad.
And that's that.
Hoo-yah!